Today we are doing a get ready with me, which is also me trying out some new products and just chilling, sitting with you guys and having a talk. I literally moisturised my face after I did my skincare. Wearing a mask at work meant I got like a breakout here. This one I don't know where it's come from, but it's gone now. The new products that I'm going to be trying out today are from Spectrum Collection. This is one of them, which is the Spectrum Zodiac Wonder Sponge set. So I actually haven't even opened, I kid you not, I've not tried any of these. I bought them like 2 weeks ago. I just haven't had time to try. There is one thing that I'm going to be using from Spectrum that I have used, and I've used it on clients as well, and it is the Spectrum Glowful Hydrating Illuminating Mist, the normal size one, and you got the little baby one. They're a good softness even without being damp. They've got a nice balance to it. I've dampened them now, so they've obviously gone a bit larger. Grow not a shower, we love it. To do my brows, I stick by it. It's convenient, cost efficient, got to be glued for your brows. And this is basically from e.l.f. It was the clear brow and lash mascara, but it's finished now, so I just still use the spoolie. And it will look mad at first. Flattening your brows down also fills in your brows at the same time, because it literally just pushes the hairs down and flat. If that makes sense, it will almost fill them in. Take the top and I shape those top hairs. The next step is taking micellar water with a cotton bud and basically clean up around them. So all I really do with my brows is gel them down and then carve them out. So we are using the It Cosmetics, it's completely like come off. A full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, like that. Cool. Also, quick tip, you do have to work really quickly with the concealer. Like if there is any product left over from the gel, I feel like as long as you blend in quite quickly, you can kind of catch it in time. For primer, we are going to be using the Spectrum Glowful Hydrating Illuminating Primer. Haven't even opened it. I don't even know what the like bottle thing looks like. The packaging is giving me very much Kylie Cosmetics vibes. She's like baby pink. It just is, you get 40 ml. Perk up and prep skin with this radiance boosting hydrating illuminating primer flecked with Universal Champagne Glow to reveal a plump and smooth glowful base. Wear alone or underneath makeup for a subtle lit from within look. If I could speak, it would be so helpful. I'm gonna pop some on the back of my hand and we can see. Oh, okay. So I expected this to be more pinky, but it's golden, as you can see. So it is still like a thicker consistency than you would expect, which I like. Okay, and it is actually, I'm so sorry, my dog is really annoying me. This is the first primer that it's actually not got glitter bits in it, even though it looks like it does. This, on the other hand, is like more of a sheen, and that is actually more of the like glow from within, I think. I'm in love. I really like. I think today I'm going to do more cream products and then just the foundation where I need it. So we're going to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish today. This is by e.l.f. and I actually got these as part of my kit, and I kid you not, amazing. Coverage, you wouldn't think the coverage would be so good, but it is. It's so hydrating. It works on any skin type, any age as well. I found it works also really well with older skin. Doesn't actually crease up. It really just sits really nicely, and I think that's to do with obviously being like a satin finish. Take this and pop it under my eye, and it's a satin finish, but there's that whole trick of letting your concealer sit. I mean, I could have done the like a lift look where you just put it here and here, but because we're not putting like foundation all over and kind of going for a more lighter look, I'm gonna just do it kind of like this, so I still get coverage. So I'm going in with the Revolution HD Cream Contour Palette. I'm gonna go in with this one. As you can see, it's the one that I use. Just literally. One thing I like about the heat, sometimes it melts your products better as they are. And I just put some on my jaw just to you know, bring that out more. And then any extra, which is barely anything after that, is I just pop here. I've got a round face, I guess. Well, funny story. I did the face shape analysis thing, and I think it came between round and heart. If you look at me, I can see like the round and the heart in it. The cream contouring the nose. I find it easier if I look to the side and really get the side of that, the top bit of your nose. So I have my Fenty Beauty, because this is in shade 320, but I think I'm a shade lighter than this one because it's a bit more orange tone. So I am still warm, but I'm very much like warm close to neutral more than like warm, you know. My veins are like a mixture of blue and green, so I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury 7 Warm mixed with a bit of Fenty because I feel like this will still be too light for me. With this one, I'm literally just popping it where we haven't got anything else. And this way you actually use less product. Ish, I say as I dabble around my face. So this is the Airbrush Flawless. Firstly, before I go in with the sponge, I am going to use a brush just to move the product around. I do find the Charlotte Tilbury dries quickly, so you do have to like work with it. So I'm literally just, I'm not trying to move the foundation too much from where we placed it because I don't want to like layer too much, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to keep it in those areas as much as I can. Just start blending everything else out. So I've let all of that kind of sit where it needs to. Press that in after a while because that way you're not actually putting on any extra product. Because I tapped like the excess off. Now I'm gonna go in with this and I'm just gonna, literally feels like a baby's bum. It's very close. I haven't used the actual beauty blenders in ages, but I feel like the bounce and the softness of it is perfect and is probably very accurate. Like I feel like it's not stiff going around, obviously, the different curves of your face. I'm actually going to go in today with the RCMA Original No Colour Powder. Beauty blender again, because you just want to make sure there's no creases before you set it. And I just pop that underneath then, just to set that in place. Do that. It's basically all over now. So now, this is how I contour my nose. Literally, where I look down, because it's helpful to see where that top is. Just go above where that cream, so the cream contour line we did is a bit more down, and now I've gone a bit higher with this. And I just get under my nose as well. You'd go in with a matte one, but because it's like summery, I'm gonna go in with Hoola Glow. This brush here, which is like it's very soft also. And I again look down as I do it to really go from that brow, just really get it in, like so, in that V. And I just pop underneath, like so. And then just kind of on that bit there. And you go in and you just buff away that powder. And you kind of just pop over the top as well, because it will soften it all out. With my Fit Me powder, and I just go under my eyes, just so there is no like white casting in certain lights or anything like that. Not that it does, this is more just paranoia. This is very fine, so even though we put it all over, like it's almost like baby powder. Next is blush. So for blush, BH Cosmetics 126 brush from 126. And I blend these two shades together, but I basically like more of that orange tone. So what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, and then I tap out. And then you smile a bit. And then I focus it more here first, and then you bring to the center. And I go ham on my blush. Again, the first thing that comes off your face, so it's always good to put more than you want. And I take the mixture again and I will just drag kind of through my brow as well to join that area. We just go over the nose slightly, and this kind of just brings everything together, gives you that sun-kissed look as well. So it's time to try this one here. This is the Oceana Oyster highlighter. It's showing up is like how bright it is. It's kind of got that like, silvery goldiness to it. I'm gonna dab. And what I like is, even though it looks, obviously like I said, it looks really silvery, it's more just to give it a brightness. It's still very gold. I feel like the blend of it is also really nice. It doesn't really blend in a harsh line way. I feel like it's really blending in and like dispersing as I blend it in, rather than like just being like a tough product to move. And I just pop some under my brows. This is the Rihanna technique of highlighting, which is she kind of goes here into the brow and then down. Then I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm going to kind of go around with it. And I just do like an exclamation point on that top bit that we've literally shown off. Just there. I like that. I think it might be my new favourite highlighter. This is again the Spectrum Glowful Hydrating Illuminating Mist. Also not got like really harsh gold speckles to it or anything. Again, it's kind of very similar to the sheen finish that you get from the primer. Mix it all together so you get like this to it. And I always find it looks crazy when I first do it. So I always make sure I fan it, because I don't want it to like dry completely in. But when I first do it, I feel like there's like dots all over my face and it scares me, but it's fine. Cotton bud with some micellar water, and I'm just gonna clean up my lip shape. So I'm gonna really like round. I think it actually gets my shape better. Actually going round, which when I don't have any liner on is how it even looks, is better. Before I just wasn't joining them as well. The lip gloss, and I'm just gonna, I really like how this is going on. It smells like coconut as well, but it's going on like between like an oil and a lip balm. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a nice little get ready with me, trying out some new products, which I've loved every single one of them. I bought it all with my own money. Nothing was sent to me. It was literally off of my own purchasing. And I'm very, very happy. Another thing that I would recommend that I have from Spectrum that I picked up was their eye brush set. This is it is a key for my kit. It came with all the brushes I really need. A lot of the time, people think they can't do makeup, but half the time it's just your tools. Like, invest in a range of brushes when it comes to makeup. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Your girl has been filming this in 31 degrees of heat. And good tip though for this, with the lights on and everything, I don't feel like my makeup's melting. That's great. I will love you and leave you. Bye. Public eye, no lover.